Miles again, cooking an extra special dinner tonight. So we have some tenderloins that I bought a few weeks back. They've been in the freezer, aging, and just gaining more flavor while they are in a deep freeze. Anyways, so we're doing a little experiment tonight. It's very special. We're gonna use, it's gonna have to do with the seasoning. So on this little guy, we're gonna put this all-purpose seasoning salt. It kind of resembles a Lowry's seasoning, if you ever had that. It tastes very similar. But on this guy over here, we're gonna have the traditional salt and pepper. So salt and pepper, maybe I'll throw a piece of garlic or two, but I really want to know if this steak seasoning, or not steak seasoning, this all-purpose seasoning is going to just destroy this tenderloin. So we're going to find out which one tastes better, if it's good, if it's not, whatever. Let's find out. I have more, by the way, and yes, this is a cardinal sin when it comes to cooking. You should not be using this kind of seasoning, this all-purpose seasoning on tenderloin. Maybe on like a flank steak, or like some chopped steak that you don't really care about, but this was kind of expensive, so you should probably be using a better form of seasoning on here to get the best flavor you can out of your meat. So, as we have it, we will do this guy, the bigger tenderloin. It looks like the bigger tenderloin. I have a scale right here, I could just weigh it out, but we're gonna do it with salt and pepper, and then this guy with our seasoning salt. So let's get going on seasoning. So here's this. Hopefully everybody can see this. Hold on. I'm gonna go get my light. Haven't really done a live in a while, so I forgot to get my little setup going. But here we go. Hopefully you can see that a lot better now. Whoa. Okay. Here we go. I got some random peanut butter here. So here we have our steaks. So we're just gonna season them up very generously. These are huge crystals for salt. I don't like that. Where is our special steak sauce? I like using iodized table salt. I don't know. It's what I grew up with, I guess. It's all I've ever known. So we're gonna salt that side. Remember, you can go like, don't go ape shit with this, but like, you don't worry about like putting a lot on because it's gonna get cooked off anyways. All right, cool. We got the salt on. Now we need our pepper to go on our steaks. What's up, everyone? How's it going, guys? We are doing a traditional seasoning over here on some fillets, tenderloins, and then over here we're gonna use like an all-purpose Lowry seasoning salt. If you like this type of content, like and subscribe. Also, what we do here, I'm finding you. Excellent. How's it going, guys? What up, Ishard? Okay, so now we have our seasoning salt right here. This is your average run-of-the-mill kind of all-purpose seasoning. So we're gonna get that on there. This tastes like Lowry's. I was wondering why it tastes so good on like other things, because it's Lowry's. It's flavored after that. So now we have that all good. We have our skillet heating up right now. We're gonna use some grapeseed oil. I've never used this stuff before, but it is for high heat cooking, and we're gonna be doing just that. We're gonna be frying this pan up really good. Hi, what is he doing? I am Larry's. When you think you have enough, add more. You know what, Angel? We're gonna hit it once more with some Lowry's. Okay, cool. All right, so now I'm gonna take you over by the thing. This should be good. Hold on, I'm gonna heat up the oil. Okay. And we're gonna cook some steaks. Who's hungry? All right, we're gonna move our light and we're gonna get everyone over here. Oh, shit. Here we go. Actually, you can't see from that way. That's a weird way. Ah! Okay. Gotta do some dishes. Anyways, there we go. I'm gonna heat up this oil in this pan. So when we put it in, it's gonna get a great sizzle, and we're gonna have a great crust. Because everybody likes a good crust, especially on steaks. If you don't have one, it's not very good. Okay, gotta remember. So the bigger one is gonna be the salt and pepper. The smaller one is going to be the lowries. Which one do we cook first? Go. First one in the chat. Is that coconut oil in the back? It is. I love coconut oil. We should have used that, but I've done that so many times, so whatever. Some lowries on them things. Lowries, okay. That's going in first. All right. So here we go now. You saw that stuff? It flew right out of the pan. I'm excited to get going, man. I'm so hungry right now. I think I've had like maybe 3 of these so far for dinner tonight. So right now we're cooking steaks, but this is Lowry seasoning salt, and this is just salt and pepper. We're gonna decide which one is better for making steaks with. These are also tenderloins, by the way, so any real steak person is probably calling some kind of animal control on me right now. You know what? I'm impatient. Let's see if we can get them both in. Oh, yeah. Ooh, good question. I like a lot of Asian foods. So there's like this dumpling house by my place, and it just went up, and I've been there for once a week for the last like 3 or 4 weeks, but it's fantastic. It's got like crazy dumplings. Oh, they have like all those like milk teas with all that stuff, the tapioca balls or whatever they're called, tapioca pearls. What is that called? I forget the name of it. I've been up since like 4, so I'm really like running on fumes here. Mochi. No, it's not fucking mochi. Boba tea, that's right. Angel, you got it right. You're the man. They're almost a tater tot. They're not a tater tot. It's called a tater crown. They're delicious. You put a little bit of Lowry seasoning salt on there. That's what kind of really inspired this idea tonight. I got these little potato crowns and I put some Lowry's on it, and it tasted fire. If anyone's from the Midwest and they know Taco John's, it's the same thing. It's amazing. What up? How's it going? This medic, we're doing good. We're making tender filet. I don't think this is filet mignon. I know this is just like a tenderloin, just like a beef tenderloin. My girlfriend keeps reminding me that the filet mignon is it's like a certain part of the filet tenderloin, or it's a certain part of the tenderloin. It's either the part closest to the back or to the front of the animal. I don't remember exactly. Potatoes are amazing. They provide food and vodka. That's correct. Send me a package to India of potatoes. Okay, sure. Give me an address. All right, we're gonna flip this guy. Oh. Not quite there yet. If you guys are wondering why the crust isn't developing faster, it's because when I dropped the filet in, half of the oil came out and splashed on my arm, and now my arm is developing a nice little red crust in itself. Indian food is fire. Oh yeah, it is. It's got a particular smell to it. Must be that the grape seed oil. Don't ask me why I decided to use that on my tenderloins. Oh, it's right, because I have a bunch of tenderloins in the freezer. Okay. I remember now. Okay, so always remember, safe thermometer, food thermometer, so you can accurately gauge where your food is, whether it's going to be done or not. Anyways, whoa, sliding away from me. And as you've guessed it, not even close, we're sitting at a cool 95 degrees. Jokoy, sorry, I'm dyslexic too. I'm not Filipino, I'm Mexican. I like these like little like pieces that come off because it's like the perfect little nibble. Yum. It was just enough. Satiate my hunger until we're done. Oh, nice. That's dope. What do you guys got going on tonight? Anything fun? You guys sitting, chilling, or what's going on? What's going on? Wait, can you guys see the thing? Yeah, you can. Watching the club, World Cup, soccer. Nice. That's pretty cool. Getting into soccer? I've never really gotten into soccer like that. Okay, actually, once I went to Romania, and I went with a few people to the soccer game, right, or the football game, whatever. And I remember it was a whole big ordeal. There were so many people there. We had a few beers before we went in. We sat at this like little like kind of like bar restaurant thing. Had a few drinks, then we went in because there was no alcohol sold at the stadiums, and there was like 1,000 security guards lining the steps, and there was like explosions. There was explosions in the stands, and it was like all these people, and they were just not rioting. They were chanting like all kinds of crazy shit, and it was probably like the coolest experience ever. I've never seen so many like hyper ultra fans for a soccer game. I've seen it for football in America, but never soccer. To be fair, I haven't gone to too many soccer games in America, except the Milwaukee Wave or whatever. But that's not necessarily because I'm a fan. It's just because like all my friends like to go. So that's kind of cool. Favorite beer? Ooh, good question. Maybe. It's called Holsten. It's unfiltered. It's a German or something. It's probably a German beer, but it's got a purple label. It's called Holsten. It's unfiltered. Comes in a bottle. I can't find it anywhere in the U.S. It is the single greatest beer I've ever had in my life. I'm not a big beer guy, but I had this. I actually had it in Romania right before that game, and it was fantastic. It was ridiculous. I like that one called Lagunitas. Lagunitas is really good. Really good. Anything by Lakefront is really good. Wait, no, Lagunitas is not from Lakefront. I used to work at this bar, and they had a lot of like Lakefront IPAs and like all the stuff. But Lagunitas was a huge. They have an IPA, but like a whole lot of people love that. Okay. This is our Lowry's one. And here's our just our normal salt and pepper one. So let's check our temperatures. Oh, this one's good. Alright. And pull this guy. And this guy, you can tell he doesn't look very... Oh. 121. 120, 119, and dropping. Alright, that's done. Turn the oven off. Put this guy to the side. Alright, we're gonna rest. But you know I'm impatient, so we're probably gonna let it rest for about an entire 30 seconds before we cut into this thing. Okay, so here we go. So you're basically making steak fries tonight. Potatoes being your fries. Yeah. Steak and fries, yes. Okay, so Lowry's, salt and pepper. Move our little light that we got. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so let's do this. I've never had this type of seasoning on a steak before that was this kind of quality. So I've had it on like little pieces of steak that you cut up and then you throw in a tortilla or you make with onions or whatever, but nothing like this. So I'm hoping it turns out good. If not, we have a really good one that we know is gonna be tried and true after this. So we let it rest for like a minute. Okay, so it's not bad. No. It's a weird aftertaste, to be honest with you. I think that's because of the oil. But look at that. Okay. So we cooked it to 123, 120 or whatever. 123. Sometimes it's spiked to 132. But like that looks good. Like maybe I should cook my steaks to that from now on. But yeah, it's not bad. It's a little on the salty side. I probably wouldn't, if I had people over, I probably wouldn't give them that. I probably wouldn't cook them that. But it's good to know. That's just raw. Was it? It's called medium rare or rare. Oh yeah. Also, I have a knife and it's not mooing. And if it did moo, I just give it an extra little stab. So it's fine, right? Okay. So if you thought that one was raw, get a load of this. We're going right down the middle. No bullshit. Okay. This one. That one looks great. Would you eat that? Who in the chat would eat that? If anyone. Do you like your steaks normally that raw? You know what? That one's not any saltier than that one. Alright. Time for the moment of truth. Oh yeah. Get the only raw piece. The completely raw piece. That's a good part, right? God, that looks good, doesn't it? It's all red. Chewy, tender, just melts in your mouth. It's like a gummy bear. A delicious, savory, protein-packed gummy bear. Hell yeah. I want to be done with it in like 5 or 10 minutes. I want to be able to eat it in 5 minutes opposed to like chewing for 5 minutes. The salt and pepper way. Okay, so if you noticed, I put a good layer of pepper on there, but it's obviously not spicy or anything. I'm not like, or exhibiting any signs of eating too much spice. So that proves to you that it burns mostly off into the pan before it gets to your plate. So go a little heavier with the salt, the pepper. The salt, okay, I could have pulled back a little bit on this one, I think. But I think that's because I started off with this salt. And this salt, if you can see it, the grains are a little bit bigger. I don't really like that. But I had already like shook it like 20 times on the thing. Not 20, but like, you know, a good amount. And then I went to the fine iodized table salt, whatever. You're not supposed to use this for steaks either, but I like it. I've only ever made my steaks with this. So they're pretty good. Never had any problems with that. And you see all this blood? Oof. Not here to eat the blood, but it just comes with the steak. I'm a vampire. I think I have at a steak. We have this place called what's it called? Rodizio. So it's like a Texas Day Brazil. So an all-you-can-eat steakhouse type deal. And they brought around so many different cuts of meat. I'm not sure what I tried. I know that picanha, whatever. I know that was on the list at one time. So I'm sure I've tried that. This just, it hits. Like, this is good. Okay, so it's got salt, spices, including paprika, dextrose, MSG, cornstarch, onion, celery, garlic, artificial colors, yellow Lake 5, and red Lake 40. The good ones. Also, tricalcium phosphate, extractive of paprika. Whatever, it's good. Tastes good. You probably shouldn't eat a lot of that, but I'm only gonna have one shaker of it. One shaker being this. I'd probably be done with it. Look at that steak though. Oh my god. Okay, it just looks pretty. It looks like a pretty. Hell yeah. This is the total turnover nightmare. Oh, is it because of the steak? Sorry, man. Well, read the title. It's a tenderloin. It's a tenderloin. Anyways, yeah, man. Get you some steak. It's pretty good. Man, I really hit the spot. But I think if we're being controversial, no, actually, this is better. This was better. It does have like a subtle aftertaste that is just like, at first, I was kind of like, you know, alarmed by it, but after tasting this is just so much flavorful, including towards the end, that it just blows this out of the water. Technically, I didn't put any butter in the pan. I didn't do any of the normal foo steak shit that all like the influencers tell you. They'll throw some rosemary on there, garlic, whatever. It's just like, if you're gonna get it done in 10 minutes, you can't be doing all this stuff. You just go. Yeah, because of the bloodbath you're enjoying. To be fair, yes, this is crazy. But yeah, whatever. Get over it. Anyways, good seeing you guys again. Thanks for coming and enjoying the stream. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this food. You guys have a great day. See you again. Love you.